Yes, guys and girls, welcome back to another episode of myself, Luke. So I hope you're having a fantastic day. So just jumping straight into the Bitcoin price. Right now, over the last couple of weeks, we have had a 20% correction. So does this mean that you should sell all your bags, get out of Bitcoin, get out of altcoins? Well, we're going to answer that in today's episode. It's going to be very quick because I have to shoot off to go and teach and work. So it's just going to be a very quick episode, and basically, hopefully, I reassure you, basically don't panic. And that's because when we look at this, people start panicking, they sell their bags, and that's it. Now, I'm not saying that we could go a lot lower. I'm just basing things off from the last few cycles since I've been in crypto since 2017-18. But really, I got stuck into it around the last cycle. I was one of those people that was quite skeptical back in 2017-18. I thought Bitcoin and crypto was a big Ponzi scheme, and I didn't really get in, and that's something I regret. But then during the Black Swan event that we had back in 2020, that's when I started investing. So I've seen these pullbacks happen so many times in a bull run, and it's normal. I mean, if we just go back to the last bull cycle after the halving, you can clearly see the pullbacks, the different pullbacks that we had. For example, if we measure the pullbacks back here, let's just have a look at the percentage drop. So this was about a 20% pullback. We had another one around here. That was again almost a 20% pullback. We had a giant one up here. That was a 30% pullback. And then we had this huge one here. Again, that was a 25% pullback. And of course, we had a double top last time, but just measuring the first top right down to the low, it's 50%. Okay, so on average, probably 30% each time, the different pullbacks. So it is normal to have pullbacks. Now, bearing in mind, we're not even past post-halving yet. We're still pre-halving. And last time, the last halving, we had that Black Swan event where we lost 65%. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to go down 65%. We've already dropped 20%. But if we did drop down to these Fibonacci levels that I've spoken about recently on my channel, this one would be a 30%. So that kind of matches up quite nicely with the last cycle that I just showed you, those 25-30% pullbacks. After that, we have a pullback, a potential one at 40%, and then all the way down at 50%. So these are the different Fibonacci levels. You can go and check out my video from yesterday, the day before, explaining the different price points here. In a nutshell, pullbacks are healthy for the market. Nothing goes up in a straight line. You just have to, if you're panicking, you're absolutely stressed, then why are you doing this? You shouldn't be putting in the money at all, in my opinion. You have to be careful. Bitcoin could go a lot lower. I don't think so based on the past, but anything can happen. The altcoins that you have could go to zero tomorrow. That's the reality of crypto, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to be objective, not give too much hopium, even though if the cycle or cycles that we've had in the past repeat, then post-halving is going to be absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion. So if things repeat, then yes, we are most likely going past that six-figure of 100,000, and I've put two different price points where I'll be dollar cost averaging out of positions. Now, again, I'm no financial expert, I'm no wizard in this. We could just absolutely dump, everything could go to zero, and that's it. You can lose all your money. So that's the risks of crypto, but the rewards outweigh the risks in crypto. And I've been here long enough to know that, in my opinion, probably 98% that we're most likely going to go to those price points up here in Bitcoin, probably a lot higher. And what does that mean for altcoins? Well, the altcoins will basically follow. So if ever you're in doubt, just like they say, zoom out. You've probably heard that before. If you're new to crypto, then you just have to zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Look at the last, usually the cycles rhyme. we don't obviously 100% bang on the last cycles, but history rhymes every 4 years, and that's what we see. Post-halving, we have a bull run. It's as simple as that. 365 days, and we have this huge momentum to the upside, 2-year bear market, and that's it. So, of course, everybody's saying this at the moment. So could this cycle be different? I have no idea. We'll just have to wait and see. That's why the best thing is to dollar cost average and not put your whole house on an asset, but just risk what you can afford to lose. So basically, right now, what I'm seeing in the market, like I've been talking about the last few videos, is I do believe we'll most likely come down to these levels. I could be completely wrong. We could just reverse right now, and then my thesis is completely wrong. We've hit this level of support right now. In my opinion, yeah, we're just going to maybe a dead cat bounce and then roll straight back over. So for me, if I'm going to do a swing trade, a swing long position in Bitcoin, I only trade maybe 3 or 4 times a year. I prefer to dollar cost average into altcoins, into Bitcoin, etc., because for me it works better. But I am waiting for these levels down here at 51k, 44, 37 to jump into swing long positions, ready for the next leg up. So bearing in mind, Bitcoin is only 1 day, 21 hours, 10 minutes away from the halving, where Bitcoin becomes more scarce. And looking at 2 very quick articles that I checked out earlier, Bitcoin halving might be the best gift for altcoins. Quite an interesting article, the impact of Bitcoin on altcoins. I mean, when Bitcoin moves, the rest of the space move. ETH follows the top 20, top 100, and then the other altcoins will follow. So this year, it is election year in the US. We possibly have the financial factors for 2024 include the Ethereum ETF, US inflation, and improved crypto regulations that could play a significant role. Of course, this is just predictions. Again, everything could just absolutely crash. We could have, personally, because of election year and other factors, maybe not this year, we'll probably have a financial crash. We'll probably see that at the back end of mid 2025 going into 2026, where I think we'll probably have a huge financial crash. But for this year, for this cycle, I do believe Bitcoin will lead the way, and then the altcoins are going to have a huge pump to the upside. But that's just my opinion. And then just looking at this, Bitcoin price plunges, altcoins follow. Is the correction over? Again, like I've just been saying, it's healthy for Bitcoin to take a breather. We did have liquidations around 240 million across crypto exchanges, and people are becoming very bearish. The volatility sparks concerns a potential end to the bull run. I think that's absolute nonsense. I don't think, in my opinion, we're going into a bear market yet. It hasn't happened yet. After a halving event, we don't go into a bear market. We go into we go into a parabolic phase during a 1-year bull cycle. But again, could be wrong, and we could just go straight down to zero in Bitcoin, but that's not going to happen. So from what I've just said, you just have to be patient when we have pullbacks. Buy the dip, as they say, even in altcoins. Maybe, I don't know what altcoins you go for, but just dollar cost average. That's probably one of the best things. That's what I do. Dollar cost average into these coins, especially in gaming and in AI this cycle. I think both of those things will be the narrative of the cycle this year. So again, my opinion, I think there's many things to look forward to with the halving. After the halving, I will be definitely dollar cost averaging into altcoins, in gaming, AI, and into Bitcoin. And maybe 2 months after the halving, that's when I will stop, because usually, if history repeats, we have those cycles where everybody, from your mother to your grandmother to your uncle, starts talking about crypto when we go into that parabolic move, and that's time it's probably the time to start thinking about selling when it goes mainstream. So just let me know in the comments section below if you think, where you think Bitcoin is heading to in the short term, in the long term. Do you agree, disagree? What altcoins are you interested in? And yeah, I'm interested in what you think. So let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed already to the channel, please go ahead and do so. Give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, no problem, it's great for the algorithm. And just one more thing before I go, how fast human sentiment moves. I mean, we're neutral now on the index, the fear and greed index. I like to see this every so often for, yeah, just to see when I should jump into altcoins, into even trading as well. Just a week ago, 10 days ago, we were in extreme greed, and you just see how fast things move. Again, human sentiment, the markets are all based on human emotion, and now we're back to neutral. I wouldn't be surprised over the next week or so if we go into the fear and extreme fear. When I see that, that's when I start buying more Bitcoin, more altcoins, because there are bargain prices. So yeah, again, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching to the very end, and I will see you with another video, and I'll probably jump into maybe tomorrow or early next week. I'm gonna start going into more gaming and AI tokens. So let me know which gaming or AI tokens you want me to talk about, and I can do some a deep dive into it, do some research, and let you know. So last time I spoke about Gala, so you can go and check that video out. But yeah, just let me know if there's any gaming token that you want me to speak about. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye bye.